This is a site called Muhraka. It's actually a site on the Mount Carmel range, and it's dedicated to the place where Elijah battles the prophets of Baal. And he has kind of a silly looking statue here. This is a Carmelite monastery, but up on the roof here, some people come here for pictures for the wedding. Up on the roof here have a really nice view. Don't know how the audio is going to be up here because sometimes it can be a little bit windy. This is looking over the Jezreel Valley. You can see Nazareth off there in the far mountains. This is Jezreel Valley, one of the, let's call it pass of least resistance to conquer the country. And this is how the Assyrians in the 8th century BC and the Babylonians later in the 6th century entered the country. They came through the area of Haifa and down through the Jezreel Valley, which is mostly flat, and then it gives you access into the center of the land. And this is just the easiest way to get into the mountains. Any other way, probably coming from the east, going down into the Jordan Valley, of course the Dead Sea, the lowest place on earth, and then coming up is probably the hardest. But also coming from the west coast and trying to cross over the mountains would also be difficult. So there's the hills of Samaria in the distance there, and then we have over there let's see if I can zoom in a little bit, the Gilboa Mountains, the hill of Hamoe, then Mount Tabor, Mount Tavol, and Nazareth. And as we get over there, we follow the Jezreel Valley, and it will go out to the port of Haifa. Up here, I'll give you a couple of reasons why people think this is the place where Elijah fought with the prophets. One, we have the river. This is a little bit harder to see. The Kishon River down there. If you see that bridge, let me zoom in. You can see some bushes underneath it. Now, this river has basically been run off for irrigation throughout the valley. There's even some parts of the valley that were swamp that they tried to dry up or irrigate, drench out. There's something right there in the middle that probably not supposed to talk about. It's not on any maps. Maybe something will fly by and you'll get an idea what that is. This is a moshav in the middle, and it's interesting that most of the north was settled in kibbutzes, but we also have moshav, which is a little bit more private, family owned the land. And this one, they started with a circle, and then each family got land leaving the circle, kind of like rays of light, rays of sun, and then they kind of ran out of room for that, and so they continued a straight road away from that. Now back to Elijah, why they think this is here when we have the Kishon River down there. If you're going to read the story of Elisha and the prophets of Baal, you'll notice that the next chapter is about Elisha telling his son to go look for rain that's coming. So on one hand we have the side we have the Jezreel Valley, on the other side we have the Mediterranean. And you can actually see the Mediterranean over there, and from this point you can actually see the rain clouds when they come in off the Mediterranean Sea. And if we go further enough down, and this will be hard to see on the phone. There we go. Those are smokestacks of Hadera, which is right next to Caesarea on the sea. So Caesarea on the sea, where Herod built the port there, man-made port, largest man-made port in the Mediterranean, which we're trying to do a video of that later.